we're gonna start with the anterior compartment. So we're gonna start with the anterior tibialis, which is in the front of the leg, like the middle area. And the origin is the lateral condyle of the tibia and the upper half of the tibia. And then the insertion is the medial cuneiform, so down here, there we go. And the first metatarsal bones of the foot. And then, Dad, can you pull your foot up towards you? No, just your foot. So, yep, like dorsiflexion with the left. Yeah. Okay, then relax it. Awesome. And then, here, we can do it one more time, sorry. And then the large, can you come close? The large tendon right there, that's the anterior tibialis, and the actions are dorsiflexion and then inversion. Can you inversion? So pull your foot in. Yeah, there you go. Good job. Okay. All right, that's it. You can pause. Okay. So the next thing we're going to show is the extensor digitorum longus. The location is on the lateral side of the leg, next to the anterior tibialis. And the origin is the lateral tibial condyle and the medial fibula, so probably around here. And then the insertion will be the base of the distal phalanx of the second to the fifth toes. And then the action is the extension of the second through fifth toes, so you're going to pull these toes upwards towards you. Can you pull your toe? Thank you. That's extension, and then dorsiflexion of the ankle. And then you're going to pull your whole foot towards you. Just your foot. So pull your foot. Yep, there you go. Good job. And then you can relax your foot. Awesome. And then if you're going, can you pull your toes towards you again? Yep. The webbing that's right here, and the bigger tendon in the middle of it is going to be extensor digitorum longus. All right, the next thing we're going to look at is the extensor hallucis longus. The location is on the inside of the fibula, like deep. The origin is the middle surface of the tibia. The insertion is the base of the phalanx of the first toe, the big toe. And then the action is it extends the great toe. So can you pull your big toe towards you? Yep, that's fine if the other toes go. And then dorsiflexion of the ankle. So then you pull your whole foot up again, just your foot. Yep, good job. And then the bigger tendon right here, in between the extensor hallucis longus. And it goes all the way up to the dip of the big toe. So up there. All right, the next thing we're going to show, the rest of these are in the lateral compartment, and they all start on the fibula. The first is the peroneus longus. The location is on the lateral side of the leg, slightly below the knee, so it's going to start up here. The origin is the head of the proximal 2/3 of the lateral fibula, so right here. The insertion is the medial cuneiform and the first metatarsal bones of the foot, so on the bottom, so about up here. And then the action is eversion, so can you roll your foot out for me? Yep, like that, and then back in. Awesome. And then plantar flexion of the ankle, so pull the foot down. Yep, there you go, and then relax your foot. Awesome, good job. Yeah, the main role of the peroneus longus is eversion, and it does slight plantar flexion. All right, the second one of the lateral compartment is the peroneus brevis. The location is halfway down the lateral side of the leg, so about here. And the origin is the distal 2/3 of the lateral fibula, so probably about here. And then the insertion is the tail of the fifth metatarsal, and then the actions are eversion of the foot, so can you roll your foot out? Yep, there you go, and then back in. Yep, good job. And then plantar flexion, so pull your foot down towards the ground. Yep, awesome, and then relax your foot. Good job. And once again, peroneus brevis does mainly eversion, but will also help slightly with plantar flexion. All right, now we are moving to the the superficial posterior compartment. As you can see, the athlete is on their stomach, and so we can see their calf muscles. So the first one we're going to start with is the gastrocnemius, and that's located on the upper part of the back of the leg, so right about here. And then the origin is the lateral aspect of the lateral condyle of the femur, and then the lateral surface of the femur, superior to the medial condyle of the femur. The insertion is the calcaneal tuberosity via the Achilles tendon, so it would be down here. Oops, sorry, there you go. It'll be down here. And then the actions are plantar flexion. So can you pull your foot like up? So actually down. Towards me. There you go. All right, and then relax it. That's plantar flexion. And then knee flexion. So I'll just do this one for you. You can just bend your knee up like that. There you go. All right, the next thing we're going to show is the soleus. So the location is the lower part of the leg. It's underneath the gastrocnemius, so it'll be probably about here. The origin is the superior fibula and then the soleal line of the tibia. And then the insertion is the calcaneal tuberosity via the Achilles tendon, like before. Oops, like for the gastrocnemius. And the actions are plantar flexion of the foot. So can you pull your foot down? Yeah, or this way. Yep, sorry. I know it's confusing. All right, awesome. You can relax your foot. And that was plantar flexion. Then we're going to do the triceps surae, which is the medial and lateral heads of the gastrocnemius and the soleus. So it'll probably be about up here and up here. All right, the last compartment we're going to do is the deep posterior compartment. So we're just going to point them out because you can't actually see them. So the first one is the tibialis posterior, and it's located on the medial side of the back side of the leg, or on the tibia. Oops, sorry, there you go. And then the origin is the posterior tibia, and then the insertion is, remember, it's the splat, so it goes all the way through the foot. It goes to the tuberosity of the navicular, the cuneiforms, the cuboid. Sorry, it's on the front. The base of the second, third, and fourth metatarsals. Sorry, down here. And then the actions are plantar flexion. So we'll pull the foot down. Yep, there you go. You can relax it. Yep. And then inversion. So you pull your foot inwards. Yep, there you go. And, oh, sorry, can you do it one more time? Awesome, thank you. All right, the next one is the flexor digitorum longus. The location is on the tibia. It starts on the bottom half of the leg, like middle-ish. It's probably about here. Yep, there you go. And then turn the page. And then the origin would be the posterior surface of the tibia. And then the insertion is the base of the distal phalanx of the second through fifth toes. So down here. Yep, you're good. You don't have to move your foot. Yep, there you go. And then the actions would be flexion of the second through fifth toes at the dip joint, and then plantar flexion of the ankle. So flexion pulling down of the toes, and then plantar flexion of the ankle pulling down. Yep, there you go, and then relax. All right, and then the last one is the flexor hallucis longus, and location starts on the fibula on the lateral side, middle-ish. So it'll probably be about there. And then the origin is the middle half of the posterior fibula, and then the insertion is the base of the distal phalanx of the first toe. There you go, right there. And then the action would be flexion of the great toe, so pull down. Yep, just the toe. Yep, you're good. And then plantar flexion of the ankle like before, so pulling the whole foot down. Yep, there you go. And then for the Tom, Dick, and Harry, you have the tibialis posterior, you have the flexor digitorum longus, you have the posterior tibialis anterior, the tibial nerve, and then the flexor hallucis longus.